Let's begin. The Bundesliga is about to start tomorrow. What's going on, people? This is Mir TV, and this is the preview for the Bayern Munich versus Hamburg match. But before I get into that, I just want to say, I just want to do a whole Bundesliga, predictions kind of thing first. So, Bayer Leverkusen versus Hoffenheim. I think Bayer Leverkusen will win, especially at home. I think that will end up being a 2-0, maybe a 2-1. Hoffenheim hasn't really strengthened their team that much. They've lost a few vital players in here and there, but they haven't really strengthened. They haven't really used their money to a great effect. So Bayer Leverkusen should win this match comfortably. So I think a 2-0 or a 2-1 maybe should be good for the first match of today. For the first match of the season, essentially. Augsburg versus Hertha Berlin. I think Augsburg will win that, especially at home. Having seen how they played last season, I think that this match could end up as a 2-1, maybe a 3-1 for Augsburg. Markus Weinzel is an amazing coach, one of the best young coaches in the Bundesliga, and I think that he will do an outstanding job with Augsburg this season. So Augsburg will win 3-1 in my opinion. Mainz versus Ingolstadt. That is a tough one because I don't know much about Ingolstadt itself. So I think that Mainz will win, but they've lost a few of the key players, so that could end up being maybe a 1-0 or a 2-1, depending on how it goes. Darmstadt versus Hannover 96, sorry. I think that Hannover should win, but the thing is that Darmstadt is at home. I haven't seen too much of them. They've just been promoted from the second league, so the logical choice would be to say Hannover 96 will win, but I could see it being a close one, maybe a draw, a 1-1 I'd say. That's my guess, a 1-1. Next up we have Werder Bremen versus Schalke. The logical choice would be to say Werder Bremen because Schalke on the road is not that good. Schalke at home is pretty good, but on the road they're not quite that good. So the logical choice would be to say Werder Bremen, but Schalke has the extra quality, and if they've strengthened their midfield with guys, and the striking department has gone up as well. So I think that Schalke should be the winner in this match, but it could also be a close one. So I'm tipping for a 2-1 or a 1-1 tomorrow. Well, a 1-2 for Schalke or a 1-1. So I think Schalke will either win or draw. Next up, Borussia Dortmund versus Borussia Mönchengladbach. That would be one of the biggest matches of this weekend. The logical choice would be to say Borussia Dortmund, just because having seen how they played in pre-season, they are really good. And they've really shown that they can adapt to any sort of situation. The only problem that I have with Dortmund this season is that most of the goals have either been counters, well in pre-season, most of the goals either have been counters or have been long-range shots. Counters won't work against Borussia Mönchengladbach just because they know how to defend well, and they would try to counter themselves, especially away. And long-range shots wouldn't work on a keeper as good as Jan Sommer. So it depends. I think this match could essentially be a draw. I do see it being a high-scoring draw, despite me just having said that. I think that Borussia Mönchengladbach won't concede much. So I'm kind of contradicting myself here. But I do think that match will end up as a 2-2. Borussia Dortmund will have the home field advantage. But overall, Borussia Mönchengladbach will be the better exploiting team, just because they will counter Dortmund, who have to attack since they are at home, and it's just their nature. So Borussia Mönchengladbach will counter, and the match might end as a 2-2. Next up, Wolfsburg versus Frankfurt. I see Wolfsburg the clear favourite, especially at home. This could be a trouting. This could be a 3-1, 3-0 even. The thing with Eintracht Frankfurt is, will Alex Meyer play? Is he already 100%? Is he going to be in the same form that he was last season? These are all questions that you could ask. Then we also have De Bruyne. Wolfsburg just have too much quality in terms of, on paper, should I say. And I think this could be a 3-0. They want to really put a statement out today, on Sunday. And I think Frankfurt should be wary of, what's happening. Stuttgart versus Cologne is the last match. And I do think that Cologne will win. I overall see Stuttgart as the better team, but I just think that Cologne, they will win. They will get all that confidence like they normally do when they win the first 3-4 matches. They will get all confidence. They will think, okay, we can make it to the Europa League places, we can make it to the Champions League places, and then towards the end of the season they will fall off. So I think Cologne will win 2-1 against Stuttgart. But now let's get into the first match of the season. Bayern Munich versus Hamburg. This is the match that all Bayern fans have been waiting for. The start of the season starts tomorrow. What could go wrong? Now, looking at our previous results in the last 5, maybe 6 years, this should be a clear win for us. A 5, maybe a 6-0. And looking at team, I'd say similar. However, the thing about it is that Hamburg, they know they're the underdogs, and sometimes being the underdogs leads you to play even better, because Bayern Munich will go into the match. It'll be the first match of the season, so they will be hyped. They will be, okay, let's do this. Let's make a statement for the season. Let's make a statement that we're the champions and that we will try and be the champions again for the 4th consecutive time that no other team in history has ever done. They will try and do their best to show, but sometimes that can leave you vulnerable at the back. Sometimes that can leave you playful, and that will mean that Hamburg will have the chance to counter. Now, looking at Hamburg, they don't really have good strikers, so yeah, it would lead you to believe that even if Hamburg were to counter, they wouldn't be able to score. But since it's the first match of the season, you could also flip that and say, well, we haven't seen their strikers for this season. They've got, they've got new coach. They just won the relegation playoff. They lost the DFB Pokal, but now they've got nothing to lose. They don't have anything to lose, so maybe they could do something. Honestly, I think that will end as a 5-1, maybe a 6-0. Either one of those. I don't know why 5-1. I don't know why 6-0. But these are just my two scores that I've got in my head. 5-1 or 6-0. Take it how you want it. Now, about the lineup, how do I think Bayern will line up? I think we'll play with a back three, consisting of Bernat, Dante, and Boateng. Then we'll have 4 midfielders, so we're playing a 3-4-3. So as I mentioned, the defense will be Bernat, Dante, and Boateng. Midfield will consist of Alaba, Vidal, Thiago, and Lam, and then the front three will be Costa, Lewandowski, and Robin. And I think that either Thiago or Müller will play in that position. So one of them two. The thing with Thiago is that he has been out for quite a while, so maybe Pep will want to give him a bit of rest. Same with Robin, but Robin is kind of the player that you don't really care, because Robin, he can be injured, he can come back. First match he's coming back and he's still great. With Thiago, he's had recent injury history, so you really wanna don't aggravate the injury. So I think that maybe Thiago won't play, maybe Müller will play instead, and it will end up more like a 3-3-3-1, potentially making it into a 3-3-4. Depending on obviously where Lewandowski will end up playing, because looking at Pep, he can sometimes play on the wing and whatnot. So I do think that Thiago will either Thiago will play or Müller will play in his position. I think that Dante will also play, since he's just come back. He's had a great. He's been practicing a lot in his holidays, trying to get fit for the season, trying to prove himself, trying to make people believe in himself again. So I think that the coach would only naturally play him in the first match of the season, trying to get his confidence back up and see how he plays and how if he's improved and whatnot. So Costa, I see him play as well. I do think he's going to get his first goal tomorrow. I think he's going to get 2 assists as well. That's pretty confident, me saying that. Lewandowski, he'll score his first goal of the season as well, and Robin will score his first goal. And depending on if Müller plays or not, I can see Müller scoring 1 goal as well. So that's what I think. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. As always, rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. This was me, TV. Peace out, and have a nice day. Oh yeah.